During these difficult times, we understand how important it is to stay healthy and safe. With so many of us confined to our homes and not being able to work, we feel the financial burden more than ever. Many folks lost their jobs and businesses. Others were furloughed, and some are working from home at reduced pay. Keeping up with your bills is not easy under these circumstances. If you have credit card debt and cannot keep up with your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros are here to help. Give us a call to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. Protect your credit and let us help you find a solution that fits your needs. We, your friends at Debt Fix Pros, are here to help. Let us take care of your credit card debt so you can focus on what is really important. Call for a free phone consultation at 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011. That's 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011. United we stand.
The Turnpike Sports Book Report.
The Turnpike Sports Book Report is brought to you by BorgataSports.com. Your favorite casino is now your favorite sportsbook. Available anywhere in New Jersey, BorgataSports.com. Sign up at BorgataSports.com using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E. Make your first wager of $20 or more and you'll get $100 in free bets. That's $100 in free bets when your first wager on Borgata Sports is $20 or more. Get into the action with BorgataSports.com. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to this week's edition of the Book Report, where we talk about the state and local, state and national sports betting numbers that come out for each month, as well as on a national level. We have deals to talk about. We always talk about legislation, as well as even launches that have happened over the past week. We always do this on a weekly basis, so there are always launches and other things happening. Let's start off right away. This is our first show of November for the Book Report.
Yes.
We're taping this still in October over the weekend here, so it's going to be, there's other stuff happening. But at this time, there are 28 states and Washington, D.C. that now have legal and live sports betting operations. And 19 jurisdictions offer legal mobile wagering. Now, that's going to change because there are reports out there that on Sunday, Halloween, Louisiana may be launching.
Okay.
So by that time, we may see 29 and 20, jurisdictions, 29 legal and live sports betting operations and 20 jurisdictions offering mobile, because Louisiana is a jurisdiction that's going to be offering mobile. Caesars app had already pre-launched. They were taking customers. There's no actual firm launch date for online sports betting.
Okay.
According to the American Gaming Association, now, September is a huge month here with regards to not only the sports books, but also for commercial gaming. And according to the American Gaming Association, Nevada operators reported another $1 billion plus revenue month in September.
Isn't that like 6 or 7 months straight?
Well, according to the AGA, with what just happened in September, the third quarter of 2021 marked a second consecutive quarter of record commercial gaming revenue.
I know, yeah, no.
So that's 6 months right there.
It's absolutely amazing. So everyone was worried. I know Nevada was worried before PASPA was wiped away that, that might lower the numbers for Nevada. But no, it actually increased. It seemed like sports betting has just gotten a boost every time a state gets a new state gets sports betting, and it just seems to increase the numbers in other states because it's in the news again, and it's getting a lot of publicity. So I think, when a new state jumps on board, I think it helps out all the existing states as well.
Well, again, commercial gaming revenue is also setting records. They did another third quarter was another high water mark for record revenue in terms of commercial gaming across the country. Yeah,
across the board. I mean, casinos and online casinos, online poker, they're having great months.
Well, we talked about last week New Jersey's $1 billion handle, and that made the news everywhere. And, that, not to be outdone, Nevada came in with their own record for September. It's not a national record,
okay,
but it's their own high water mark here. We have Nevada having a record September sports betting handle of $786.71 million.
You know, I read that, and it just made New Jersey's numbers look that much more incredible. You know, when you say New Jersey gets $1 billion, and then you see Nevada's record is $786 million, it just absolutely, the numbers are just mind-blowing.
Well, again, it's a matter of, I think New Jersey has a lot more options. Also, population density.
Well, more population, and I know New Jersey has much more betting options. They have much more better promos than Nevada, from what I'm hearing. I know
Nevada can't offer a lot of promos either.
Single game parlays. I was shocked to hear they're not legal in Nevada for the online or in the mobile thing. So hopefully they're going to get that pretty soon. But no, it's just I'm hearing from a lot of bettors in Las Vegas, especially, that, you know what, one is moving out of the state because he's going to Colorado, because Colorado has more options for bettors.
I wonder when the exodus to Arizona is going to start happening.
See, I'm not too familiar with the menu that Arizona
is going to have almost like what Colorado has.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah. But look, I'm sure Nevada is going to evolve into a much more inclusive menu, like single game parlays and things like that. So,
Nevada is still one of the few states that has the in-person registration in place.
Yeah, that's
Illinois
strange.
just passed a bill that they're going to be dropping that. So Nevada is still doing the in-person registration for all their online sites.
They want people through the doors of those casinos,
and rightly so.
And that's great. But you know what? They have to take into account that could affect the numbers.
Well, here's a number that New Jersey has been trying to catch from Nevada here. This is the 19th time Nevada has posted a monthly handle of $500 million or more.
Okay.
New Jersey hit 18 times.
Okay.
So they're getting close. They're neck and neck. I don't know if New Jersey is going to be able to surpass that.
I don't think so. I think that's one of those records you can't break.
No, that's going to be kind of interesting to see that. The Nevada's $54.2 million revenue is the fifth time they broke $50 million or more in revenue for the sports betting industry. That's actually a great number, too.
Well, hey, it's all about the revenue.
Yeah.
We can talk about handle and we can talk about people through the doors, but you know what? If the state's not taking in big monies, sports betting isn't doing its job. So the revenue numbers are always king.
Well, when you look at sports betting for each individual state, you got to look at two things, the hold and the revenue, because those two numbers determine what the state gets in their coffers tax-wise. Everything's based upon the net gaming revenue.
Yeah. And
a lot of places, you know, I remember when I think it was last week when New Jersey announced their $1 billion handle. Some of the news outlets out there were reporting it wrong.
Yeah, no, I saw one news outlet in New Jersey, $1 billion revenue. No, it wasn't $1 billion revenue. It was $1 billion handle. That's how much money is going into the sports books. What happens to that money, you know, with promos and people winning bets, you know, you take all those away, and that's how you get the revenue.
Well, you want to hear a really odd statistic? Nevada and New Jersey currently account for 50% of the September handle.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right now, the two states have $1.798 billion handle combined.
Wow.
And we still have Illinois to come out with their numbers for September. I mean, we'll talk about them.
Illinois is always late. Yeah, Illinois is always late. They come in like a month later than everyone else for their numbers that should have been reported much longer ago. But, you know, that's Illinois. That's how they do it.
New Hampshire also set a state sports betting record in September with an overall handle of $68 million.
Wow, okay.
And also a mobile sports betting handle record of $50 million.
Well, look, that is DraftKings territory there. That's the only sports book operating in New Hampshire, right? Still?
That's it.
DraftKings, that's it.
So, but we have them setting a record. We have Rhode Island also doing a handle record of $41 million.
Look at New England picking up some sports betting records here.
No, and
I'm waiting for the first report from Connecticut, who just started. So it's very interesting.
Here we go with September. 8 of the 17 states that have reported their September numbers. 8 of the 18 states, I mean, because I just added a couple into the book report here. 8 of the 18 states reporting their September numbers We have D.C., Iowa, Indiana, Michigan, New Hampshire, Nevada, New Jersey, and Rhode Island all set monthly records for handle.
Wow. Okay.
2 others, Arkansas and Pennsylvania, had their second highest numbers posted in September.
Boy, September is a good month, huh?
Well, you know why?
Well, all the sports. Well, football starts up, and I guess everyone is
in just about every state.
Let me tell you something. October is going to be huge too.
Hey, in just about every state, you have football, whether it's college and pro combined or pro separate, or however they report it. American football is the top handle getter in almost every state.
Absolutely. But like I said, October is going to be huge too because you have football. You have the World Series, you have hockey, you have basketball. I mean, October should be monster. Should be a monster month.
Well, we actually had Colorado report their numbers as well, and another great month for them, $408 million in handle. I want to just say table tennis dropped. I have to admit, it was the first time I've seen table tennis drop out of the top 6.
So, yeah, it was number 6 last month, right?
Yeah, it's now 7th.
Oh, okay.
It came in with an $11 million handle. It's still 2%, almost 3% of the total handle in the state, but it actually came in 7th instead of the normal 6th.
They like their table tennis.
We actually had 2 new states reporting numbers. We had Wyoming reported a September handle of $6.2 million, and South Dakota reported a handle of $443,000. South Dakota was only in operation for 22 days.
Okay, it's still pretty good.
And that's only retail. They have you can only do mobile on the retail locations. So it's only in Deadwood.
So what? Yeah, it's only in Deadwood.
The 4 or 5 casinos reporting sports betting.
When you place a bet online, you actually have to be on the property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think a couple other states have that requirement, too.
Yeah.
Mississippi has it now.
I've heard that.
Because I think BetMGM launched in one of the casinos in Mississippi. They're going to be doing it that way, too, for a while. We'll see exactly whether or not when they decide to expand it to, full mobile across the state. But right now, Mississippi is just like South Dakota, where you have to be on the property to do some mobile betting. In terms of launches, we had a very interesting launch in Connecticut, and it's very fun to talk about sportsbook launches in terms of the casinos, whether it's online or retail. We have the first non-casino retail brick-and-mortar sportsbook opened up in Connecticut.
Yeah, I had to look at this again when I read it. It's not a casino. It's not a sports book.
It's a sports bar.
It's a sports bar. It's kind of like an OTB for sports betting, right?
Well, yeah.
These locations. Yeah, I love what Connecticut's doing.
Connecticut, it's the first of 15 Play Sugar House locations.
Okay.
They're expecting to do 15 retail brick and mortar Play Sugar House locations throughout the state of Connecticut. The first one here, like we were just talking about, in a place called Sports Haven in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay. Sports Haven is a what? Is that a sports bar?
That's the sports bar.
Okay. So when they say they have locations, do they mean kiosks in these things, or they don't have
kiosks,
people taking bets, do they?
Screens. They have kiosks and TV screens.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but no, you have to bet through kiosks.
Okay. They don't have people actually taking money or at like windows and things.
Nope. And they're going to have also 2 others soon opening up. Bobby Valentine's. And that's in Stamford, and Windsor Locks will have the other one. It's another Bobby V's restaurant.
Wow!
So 2 Bobby V's are going to be opening up with sports betting.
Okay.
Bobby Valentine was so into the sports betting stuff. He was one of the ones pushing it, and he got it through. Great!
Hey, I can't wait to check it out. I've never been to his restaurant. I've been to Connecticut lots and lots of times, but now I definitely have to go.
Well, the one interesting thing about Connecticut, remember that promise they made when they first passed it? They were going to have sports betting locations within a half hour of every Connecticut resident.
They can probably do it.
They are mapping that out and actually planning on doing it and keeping that promise, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I'm in Connecticut lots of times, so should be fun to do.
So now we have New Hampshire, we have Connecticut, Rhode Island. And at some point, New York's going to come into play. That's going to be statewide mobile too.
Yeah.
And we have poor little Massachusetts surrounded. And again,
they're ridiculous.
Well, they had some comments from one of the bill sponsors of the one that's being pushed through, Senator Eric Lesser.
Okay,
and he said it's still a top tier priority, but I don't know if they're going to make it by the end of the session. They may discuss it.
Yeah, you got years before Massachusetts gets sports betting.
I honestly think you're looking at if it being really talked about, really being pushed in the 2022 legislature, not this year. I think they're done with this year.
Yeah,
something weird happens.
Earliest, I think, early 2023.
Maybe
sports betting. Maybe. So who knows?
Well, they have the sports books waiting for them in the 2 casinos there.
We were in the Everett Casino. The what is it called?
Encore Boston
Harbor. Yeah, no, they have. They're calling it a sports bar now, though, the WinBet Sports Bar, but they have the windows ready. They have the just waiting for the tellers to take your bets. But,
I said this before. Isn't that the saddest thing? That is the saddest thing, seeing empty tellers in a sports book.
It's one of those things where, you can see it happening. You can see how it's going to happen. You just have to wait till the politicians to get their ducks in a row.
Well, one other launch to really hit, Bet Rivers, launched in Arizona. They are one of the few that have a partnership through a pro sports team, the Arizona Rattlers.
All right.
The professional indoor football team in that state.
Okay.
I don't know if are they AFL or
I have no idea.
I got to look that up because there's so many indoor football leagues now. I mean, the Arena Football League is still around, but I don't know if they're part of that now.
I don't know. I saw one indoor football game, and I don't even know what league it was. I happened to be in the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut, and they had the Mohegan Sun Wolves or Connecticut Wolves. I have a T-shirt for them, but it was in the casino. It was a I think
was an IFL team.
That was I don't even know what the hell that was.
Indoor football league.
Okay,
well, so that may be what these guys are.
It was certainly indoor, and it was football. So
BetMGM. Also,
I don't even know if they're still around. By the way,
BetMGM announced the launch of their BetMGM horse racing mobile app.
Great,
which is going to be fun to watch. I mean, really app-wise, you only have TwinSpire and even the Naira Bets app. Other than that, you don't really have too many horse racing apps.
Is there a TVG? TVG has one.
TVG.
Yeah. I think they're with FanDuel.
They're owned by FanDuel.
Yeah.
So really,
TVG.
This is now adding another dimension to the competition here. I wonder if BetMGM, this isn't done in conjunction with Naira. So I wonder if this is going to be some kind of additional competition to look at the horse racing apps now. Because you also have daily racing form.
Yeah, I've never bet on horses through my phone. It's always been live at the track. So, and I don't think New Jersey is legal with horse racing. So
no.
Online. So I can't believe it. You can do everything else gambling wise in New Jersey except horse racing. Betting on horse racing.
Well,
unbelievable.
Before we get to talking about a couple deals, one last note in terms of news wise, we have DraftKings. Remember, DraftKings was making the bid for Entain.
Yeah, that fell apart, huh?
It didn't fall apart. Entain extended the deadline for them to make a more detailed offer so they could see what was going on. At the time of the expiration of that deadline, DraftKings issued a statement saying it will not be pursuing a purchase of or an acquisition of Entain.
Yep.
I shouldn't say purchase, an acquisition of Entain. But they also made a statement in that I don't want to say that gave it a loophole, but it did. They had a statement within their statement saying that they can disregard the not pursuing the acquisition if another party comes in with another offer. They can actually come back to this offer.
When you say they, DraftKings
yes.
can pursue it if someone else comes in with an offer? Okay, I guess.
So basically it was, we're not doing it, but we are still doing it. Mm-hmm. It's still there on the table. It was kind of odd wording that they gave themselves
hedging your bet.
Out of that. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what it's called. Yeah, I think so. A couple of quick deals to hit before we're out of here for the week. Betway made some more noise. Betway's been making deals everywhere, and they have now done 2 NBA deals.
Okay, yeah.
We have one with the Miami Heat. It's a multi-year partnership that puts the brand all over FTX Arena. You're going to be seeing Betway's promotion and signs everywhere, courtside LED signs. They're also going to be on the baseline apron of FTX Arena during the home games of the Miami Heat. Also, one thing that is part of all this, they're going to be doing a free-to-play game, and they were named the preferred free-to-play gaming partner of the Miami Heat. Not the exclusive, but the preferred.
Wow. Okay.
How would you like to be the non-preferred one? The way they phrase these things.
Yeah, right.
This is Betway's second Florida deal, first with an NBA in Florida. The other one was with the Miami Open Tennis Tournament. The other deal Betway did was with the Philadelphia 76ers, which was a really interesting deal. It was kind of all-reaching all over the place. You have Betway signage throughout the Wells Fargo Center during Sixers home games.
Yep.
Signage is going to be on the team bench aprons, courtside, the basket stanchion, holding up the basket.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have the little LED screens on it. That's where they're going to be. They're going to see Betway. I'm assuming they're going to rotate it with other sponsors, but you're going to see Betway there. They're going to be on the scorer's table.
All right.
And also, at the beginning of every Sixers home game, up on the screen, you're going to see a Betway pregame stats graphic that'll be related to the game that night.
Okay.
So they're getting a little creative with some of this stuff, and it's kind of fun to watch all this.
I see a lot of Betway stuff when I'm watching hockey, so I see it all over the ice. So.
Well, it's becoming something, commonplace again.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know we have play up into the Jersey Devil Stadium. We've got a whole bunch of different – we have the Jets and Giants making multiple deals. One last deal to talk about, and this is going to be interesting to watch. It's in Florida. The Seminole tribe did a deal with 5 different pari-mutuel facilities to help market online sports betting.
Okay.
The pari-mutuels are going to get 60% of the revenue generated by the marketing deals. And this is all still while the lawsuits are still going on.
Florida's a mess.
I don't know what's going to happen there. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with all these deals going on, because none of them are with the pari-mutuels that are suing them.
Well,
so
I understand that.
I'm assuming the ones are going to drop the. There might be an incentive to drop a lawsuit if they get a better percentage. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's Florida. It's weird.
Nothing has happened in Florida yet. No one's launched. They had that October 15th date that kind of fooled everybody, but that was only in the compact. The tribe said that they were never going to launch on October 15th.
Okay.
That was retail. So we'll see what happens there, but that's it. There's a whole bunch of other stuff we didn't have a chance to talk about. Head on over to turnpikesportsradio.com and click on the blog button. You'll see the printed version of the book report. Again, each and every week we do this. Any news stories, info at turnpikesportsradio.com is the way to reach us.
And that'll do for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.